Uh, yeah. Okay. Well, there's been some rumors,
Mm-hmm.
and there's. I was hoping that they would um, be confirmed by at least the time of going live, but unfortunately, they're still in the rumor phase.
Let's
Uh,
just say they're confirmed, and if we're wrong, we'll just say that we made a mistake.
well, blame Bloomberg in that case, but a Game Pass competitor from Sony is apparently coming very soon. This week, it's going to be revealed at some point, perhaps
Oh, I
even
saw a lot of
live
people
as we
talking about
speak.
this.
Codenamed
Yeah.
Spartacus, and the this will be the way to challenge Game Pass. However, uh, immediately alongside this rumor is the idea, is the possibility that while it will be a Game Pass challenger, they're going to have like a merging of like PlayStation Plus and a couple other things into it. It won't
Mm-hmm.
include the biggest titles on day one.
Oh, cool. It's useless. Great.
So it's essentially, I mean, well, it's not going to be for all the people that Game Pass is for, which is like a lot of people that are trying to get in on what's hot and also, save a buck, right? It's going to be for anybody who's not necessarily trying to stay on the cutting edge of what's coming out and is just for
Think
like
of all the
older
value you
things.
get from a subscription to PlayStation Now.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what. For you, for me, and for anyone who's listening to this, this probably serves very little purpose. For people that are way more casual about it, they might find benefit in the subscription service.
I like that's the conventional wisdom, and I challenge it every time because I feel that the average person who doesn't play video games often enough to really care about the hot new releases don't care enough to sign up for a monthly video game subscription service.
I think so, but I mean, I got like every once in a while, like when you, I mean, I talked to like for example like some of Punch Bomb's friends and about like, hey, what are you guys up to? What have you been playing? And I'm kind of finding out they're like, oh yeah, like one of them might be into Elden Ring, and then some of the others are like, oh yeah, I just they're just getting around to like something from last year or something, like oh I picked up old the Assassin's Creed or something. Like there's a group of people that are not on the what's hot this month, but I still have one of these consoles and I want to play something on it. I mean, hell, a bunch of those people also never got a PS5 because you can't fucking get them.
Because you can't.
Literally cannot get them. But that's it. It just for people who are playing games the most, who are everyone who's within earshot right now. Yeah, this like not having the big titles up defeats the purpose because the whole point would be that you want to use this service to do the almost like the GameStop rental service where it's the buy the latest trade it in
Mm.
thing, where it's like it's a rental service at that point, really, and you trade it in, and the bucks go towards whatever the newer thing is within 2 to 3 weeks period. If you can't do that with it, then it's not gonna serve the purpose people that constantly play games would want it for, Um, but again, I do always consider that like yeah, there's probably enough people out there that are down to like Netflixify the idea of their games, especially now that that's become the thing, and now that we're quickly heading back to a level of uh, multiple subscription services that rival network television to begin with. So we now basically have what it used to be, except it's it's recreated digitally.
Oh, I think there's news about that on the docket later.
So, um, yeah, we'll wait to see what the details are for this and what the price is going to be. But that is what's coming, and yeah, if it doesn't have the latest, then it's definitely not going to be an actual rival to Game Pass because it's not going to be serving the same audiences.
Yeah. It's just if it doesn't do the same, like if it's just worse for the same price.
Now the question is, of course, is like how old will the games be, right? It definitely can't be the PlayStation Plus thing of like, last year, for example, or so. But if it's a matter of like 2 months out or something like that, then yeah, it might still work out. Let me just do a quick check to see, but I don't think there's been any other details about it. Of course, what I'm wondering is like if it's combining PS Now and PS Plus and it's going to have multiple tiers, will that affect the ongoing services, or will it just be, built on top of that? At a glance, yeah, we just gotta wait for the official reveal.
Yeah, I wonder if I always wonder when these things like leak out like this, that they leak out these details to gauge the reaction and see like if people go, why would I get that if it's not day and date?
High
And then
likelihood,
change it
huh?
behind
Yeah.
the scenes.
Yeah. No, I don't. I think there's strategic. I think we absolutely live in a world of strategic leaks where the marketing team wants to gather data on how people feel about things. Totally. Totally. Yeah. Now the other thing too is like, if there's a like, if there's a possibility that like they're not going to put out their AAA Sony first party things, but other companies are down to have their things included, then that could make it better as well, providing it's an opt-in basis. And you have to wonder if like, so the way PlayStation Plus worked with its free games was that every time someone downloaded it with their purchase, with their PlayStation membership, that would count as a purchase, which Sony would pay for behind the scenes at a bulk rate, right?
Yeah, that deal rules.
Every purchase you make through a download of the service is actually going to the developer at a bulk rate, like individual copies sold. If that's happening here, that would still be a very good deal for all developers. That'd be incredible. And if Sony's taking the basically the cost of the subscriptions and putting them towards that purchase, then yeah, the devs win and players win out. That's a great deal. But the other thing is like, what if it was, okay, there are the latest titles on it, but you have to pay for a super tier, at a certain point where you're going above the $10 per month range.
Then it's still just a worse thing compared to Game Pass.
If you're playing, yeah, if you're directly playing like that amount of new games per year, like it can pay for itself in those purchases. But again, their real point is, what can you get if you were to do this with Game Pass instead? And the exclusives and the shit that's not on Xbox is going to be what your biggest selling point would be.